Yeah, that looks like it's going. All right, cool. So this is how to get your first 10,000 followers on Instagram. I've got one person in the room with 16,000 followers back there. Drew's got 1,600. BK's got 295. And Aaron is brand new. Just got him to download the app. So we are starting with a wide array. So real quick, just to get a hold of the businesses in the room, there's, you've got a clinic, right, that you want to bring people to, so a physical location in San Antonio for weight loss. And then also you have your own product that you've developed in the gun niche. So something to attach or an accessory that somebody who has guns would want to buy. Okay, cool. And so those will be two obviously separate niches. BK is looking at getting into weight loss, healthy lifestyle. You're wanting to get into fitness and nutrition, right? And then Drew, what kind of area are you trying to target?
So just health and wellness.
Health and wellness?
Yeah.
So people looking just to be healthier in general?
Yeah.
And if you had to narrow it down, maybe like a top 3 or a top 1, one type of health that...
So just taking supplements, basically, like
Problem.
So like if anybody's suffering from diabetes or anything like
diabetes
that.
Would be a good one.
Yeah, diabetes. Inflammation, or even like carpal tunnel or
inflammation,
arthritis.
Carpal tunnel. Okay, cool.
Things, yeah.
What'd you say?
So high blood pressure.
High blood pressure. Yeah.
BK's familiar with your hat.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then Stephen and Ashley, what kind of niche are you guys targeting?
So right now I'm kind of in between things. I was kind of going after people that were looking to just get in the online business, learn how to promote different things. Mainly people that were looking for that, work for yourself lifestyle.
Okay.
But probably going to be transitioning more into fitness.
Fitness. Okay, so I guess this 16,000 is more about that work from home lifestyle, or just about you? They're interested in you.
Really, just about me.
Okay.
I online business coaching pretty much.
Okay.
I was targeting mainly people that were in other network marketing companies that were looking for help.
Okay.
When I was in Empower.
Yeah.
And then so now I'm.
Yeah. Not.
I got a lot of followers.
Okay, cool. So it seems like health, weight loss, gun. Okay, yeah. So that can definitely work. All of those niches have way more than 10,000 people in them. Even locally, I'd say, that are interested in health. The gun one, you could probably get. I'm sure there's more than 10,000 people here with guns.
Probably in the millions.
Yeah, I'd say you're in the millions here, and you're not looking just to sell the gun thing locally either, right?
No.
Okay, perfect. Yes, ma'am.
I have a question. So, just to let you know what I do on Facebook, I generate leads for a dental office. So, what I'm trying to do is think if I could do that on Instagram as well. Now, I've worked with Instagram before. I think I told you, like, selling Scentsy. And I was able to sell Scentsy to people all over the world from Instagram, which was amazing. So I'm trying to figure out if I can target people for a dental office, just one in San Antonio, if I can still generate leads that way, and try to figure out how to target those people in San Antonio mostly. You know what I mean? And also my target as well. So that's kind of my struggle right now, just because Facebook's been changing a lot. So I've been trying to go into Instagram as well. If I could start what I'm doing there, or if it really wouldn't work that way for.
Yeah. So you've had something that worked before with Instagram, and something that worked in a separate niche with Facebook, right? With the dentist. And you're looking to see if you can do the same thing that you were doing on Instagram with the dentist, and see if you can generate dental leads.
Yeah, it's just.
Do you have an Instagram account that you've started yet, or?
Yeah, I have a bunch for all different.
For the dentist
projects. For the dentist one, I started one for their actual company, but I haven't started one I guess as myself.
Yeah. That's how you get the leads, right? It's you being.
Because we have all different kinds of roles, and I can't
Yeah,
sort of stuff.
so I'll show you a couple of things that I do for targeting and for finding out how to target those people, and you're probably a lot more aware of how the group of people that you want to be in front of.
Yeah.
And so that's probably one of the most important things. So this is Dubai. That is in the tallest building in the world. And if you guys want to look at one of my Instagram accounts that I'm running, Better by Brian Couch. And so I'll show you since you've never done this before. Pull up Instagram. Follow your first person. So instead of that, we're going to go in that search bar and go up to the search at the top and type for Better. You can probably, yeah. So click on search at the top and then B-E-T-T-E-R.
Oh,
Better by Brian Couch. And then you need a dot, no period, by, B-Y, dot, Brian. Oh, let's go on that one. There I am at the top. So you see me right there?
yeah.
So click on that. And the way that Instagram works is it's a stream of pictures. And you can follow and unfollow people, and you have one link. So I'm going to get into that right here. Okay, cool. So Instagram, back in 2010 they launched. Here, just last year, they made it up to 500 million users. And between 2016 and 2017, they're over 700 million. So if there was another graph on here, you would see that Twitter has dropped down right about here and crossed it. And also in monthly active users, Twitter has fallen as well. So people are using Instagram more than Twitter, and it's still climbing up. So I think in the future, if this trend continues, and I think it will, Facebook bought them for a reason, right? They paid several billion to own this thing for a reason. So I think getting solidified in Instagram, now, definitely all your customers are there. There's more than enough people there to make a lot of money, to serve your audience better. And I think that that's only growing. So 80%, these are just from Instagram's website, business.instagram.com. 80% of Instagram users follow at least one business. You guys have businesses. Pretty good stats there. 60% of people say that they discover new products on Instagram. I think in this room, actually, there's probably a couple of you guys who have found me through Instagram, right? 75% of Instagrams take action after being inspired by a post. So you got a post, it inspires them to do something. And specifically with Instagram, usually it's to click on that one link. So that one link that you see at the bottom there, that's the only link you can have. Not like Facebook where you can put a link in the description. With Instagram, you just get that one link. You can send them in direct messages, but on your page, that's where it is. So 75%, take action after being inspired by a post. 80% increase in the time spent watching videos on Instagram. So this has been a new trend. People started watching videos on Instagram. So if you're not doing videos, if you're not doing Instagram stories, and if you're not doing Instagram lives, you're probably missing out on a pretty big chunk. I think Instagram lives had I can't remember the stat, but it's a crazy amount of hours. So the third most viewed stories are from businesses. So 33% of the stories that people are actually viewing, a story is, let's see, I don't have a story yet. So if I say, okay, I'm going to click on that little button you can see right here. Okay, so if I'm going to post a story, here I am on my Instagram, this is my feed. So I went to the home here, up here in the top left, there's a little camera button right there. So I'm going to click on that camera button, and now I've got a story. So I can touch it once to take a picture, but I'm going to do a video. I'm going to say, okay, here we are, Instagram class. We've got a couple of new people coming in now. And I'm going to post that to my story. And so now if you went to, hello, here, let me give you guys this. Shayla and Sarah.
Sorry, we're late.
What's going on, guys? Haynes. Yeah, so that is, this one, well, I know your business, I guess. Name, business, and then number of followers if you have an Instagram account you want to share. So I was just sharing a couple of stats. Let me show you this one real quick. 700 million users on Instagram now. experienced quite a lot of growth in a few years. So Instagram has passed Twitter in business, and is continuing up. All right, and then, yeah, so I was saying a third of the most viewed stories are from businesses. So if you guys are putting businesses up there, they're going to see your story. So you see where it shows my face right there? If you click on that, let me refresh it. There it is. So now if you click on my face, you'll see that video that I just took. And so that video right there is what they're talking about. A third of the most viewed stories are from businesses.
Instagram class, we've got a couple of new people coming in now.
There you go. All right. So yeah, first I'm gonna cover the basics. I'm curious what you guys have there. What are your you guys both have Instagram installed? You've used it?
Yes, I have to reset my password so that someone tried to hack
Haven't
it.
used it in a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did really well for a while, like building up my followers, and I just, like, once you lose that momentum, it's so hard to get back.
Yeah. What were you doing to build your followers?
I was basically going in and following people, and then they follow me back, and then I had the app where if they didn't follow you, you would like unfollow them.
Okay. Yeah.
So I did that for a while, but it takes a lot of time because you're having to sit there constantly just like follow.
It does. It does. And have you used it, Portia?
Like for a day.
For a day. Awesome.
Not
All right,
big on
cool.
social media.
Do you have it on your phone?
I do, and I left my phone at her house.
Okay.
It's
Cool.
like I forgot my phone.
Well, then you're not going to be able to play along.
We'll
You know,
share
just
phone.
you have a good memory. Yeah.
That'll do.
Okay, cool. So basics, you've got one profile picture. That's pretty important. You've got one bio, which is kind of like your ad copy. That's where you write the things that draw the people in. That's how you tell people what you're all about, what to expect from the pictures that you're posting. And I like to use it for a call to action also. Then you've got your name and your username. Those are two separate things that I'll talk about in a second. And notifications, okay? So it's a pretty simple platform compared to Facebook. You guys are all pretty familiar with Facebook. Yeah, Facebook has like groups and pages and locations, and then you've got normal profiles, and you know there's a whole bunch of things to Facebook. And I think the simplicity of Instagram is also what's drawing a lot of people to it. All right, so here's a profile. This is one of the ones that I'm running. You'll notice right up here, this is the username. So up at the top it says Better by Brian Couch, and so you know what it's about. You got my name, and I know this is about being better. Okay. You'll notice this is my bio, profile picture, up close, I'm right there, I'm smiling. And then this is the part that's name. And so I don't like to use it as my name, because I got a username that I like to put my name in. And so I use this as part of my ad copy, and then at the bottom, I send them to my link. And so here's how I use this. I use this as the first time they see me. This is my first impression for somebody new. They look at my page, they decide whether they want to follow, they read that quick little thing, and they click on my link. And so traffic-wise, you know, that's brought me in a lot of clicks. Probably maybe not from one account, but from some of the from one account, I probably have done, I'd say maybe 10 or so clicks a day, 10 to 15. It just depends on the niche and how well your targeting is, and how well your message is to them. And then you'll also notice down here, notifications popping up, right? So this shows like 3 people left a comment, 64 people liked something, and 11 new people followed me. Okay? So those are kind of the basics of it. For your profile picture, you want to be smiling, right? You want to be smiling. You got to have a smile with teeth. They did, if you Google profile picture psychology, there'll be like 7 tips, and I grabbed a couple of them. This is not a great profile picture for some of the other reasons, but you got to show the eyes, unobstructed eyes. People want to see eyes. They want to see a smiling face. I thought squinch was a funny word. Anybody know what squinch means? There you go. That's a squinch.
So no sunglasses. So I should change my
A little bit. They said a little bit of a squinch is good. Just a little bit of a squinch. So instead of like, it's like a.
It's like that.
Hey.
Yeah. And so that works. And then also asymmetrical composition. So if this whole picture was a little bit over here, that would work better. All right. And I don't know about like having water on my body. It's just a random picture I found there from a buddy who has a good camera. So here is your notifications. So if you think from your user, your target market's perspective, what they're going to see in this little heart thing, you saw the little red thing pop up with the notifications that I had. So if I actually click on that heart, I'll see all the notifications. So here I see believer born again, like my post. You know, I don't know how to pronounce that. The new Us project, like my post and commented. Unique Beauty Jenny, like my post. Waste Not 3 started following me, and a photographer liked my post. And so what I want you to notice about that is, all these people have a profile exactly what I just showed you. But what are the things that you see? How you doing? There's a little sign-in sheet right over there between Shayla and Sarah. So the thing what do you guys notice about that's showing? What do you see from this? Like, so if somebody sends you a notification, what do they see? They see this little picture, right? So this one right here, how good of a picture is that? It's pink. You can't really read it. Depending on the size of their phone, it's going to be pretty hard. Whereas if you narrow in really close on the face, people can see a face. A smile is better. I don't know what that is. I don't know if you guys can tell what that is. So as far as profile pictures go, if you're trying to grow an audience, that's not a very effective one. And then their names, the new Us project. Okay, so this is what she's all about. For project, Unique Beauty Jenny. Okay, so not so bad. And this guy right here, Rainer Fernandez Photography. So he's got his name, he's got a pretty good looking picture, he's black and white, and it's about photography. So this is a pretty effective thing. So if I was interested in, maybe I had a wedding coming up, for whatever reason, I wanted to hire a photographer, I got this notification right here, that would draw me in, right? Like that would be an effective notification. So if we go back to this right here, so you got your profile picture, your bio, your name, your username. That's the part that's important, right? Because this is what they see. They see the comment that you wrote. They see whether you liked it or followed them. They see your picture, and then they see that username. Does that make sense? You guys following that? So if you're talking about who you want to target, you want to make sure that those are good. All right. So for your bio, this is a limited thing. It's 150 characters. So the way that I'll do it, if Instagram's kind of weird with it, so you can't just go in there and edit it easily. So the way that I'll do it is I'll pull up a notepad, some sort of notepad on my phone, and then if I want to say like, a first line, and then I'll push an enter, second line. The thing is, with the bio, I like to format it in this first because it's easy to get the formatting down in a notepad. You can come up here and I can add like little kissy emojis or whatever. And then